Hello everyone, my name is Chen and I'll be going through the staff and admin PokeStop JSF login user cases, as well as the members sign in and register users cases for the PokeStop Ionic application. So over here we can see at the homepage for PokeStop, staff management. At the top right hand corner we can select login as staff for admin, the email credential, the password credentials, the clear button and the login button. So the index HTML, if we try to brute force and key another URL link, it will bring us to an access denied error and say sorry, you do not log in or have not logged in or require access right to access the protected resource. So over here, if we try to log in at staff, key in the credentials for staff1@gmail.com, enter the password and click the login button. So over here, we are at the staff homepage for PokeStop JSF. At the top right hand corner, you can see that you're logged in as staff1@gmail.com, the logout button. At the left hand side on the main menu, you can see the system, home, logout, staff, view all members, product, view all products, so on and so forth. So over here, staff, we have the view all members use case, and over here, we can see all the staff members in the current database. So over here, we have a create new member button. And over here with the member ID, username, email address, shipping address, profile picture, and action. So over here, we can sort it accordingly to ascending order or descending order, search the member ID, search username for any input fields, search email address, search shipping address, the profile picture, so on and so forth. So for example, if we want to create a new member as staff, so we just click the button, and over here we just key in the credentials. So for example, new user, password will be just this, and you can have a new user at gmail.com, for example, shipping address will be S12345. So here for the profile picture, we have an option to either leave it blank or you can choose the profile picture on the upload. So we can leave it blank, the clear button, and create new member. Over here you can see that the new member has been created successfully over here. So for example, if we want to edit the member details, we can click this pen icon, just click update and say we want to change the name to Mary Tan 2, and the password you can name it as password, and then the email you can change to Mary Tan 2 and just click the update member, and over here we can see that the details have been updated accordingly. So over here, if we click the trash bin icon, there will be a prompt that says, are you sure you want to delete Mary Tan 2 with the member ID of 2 with no button and yes button? So you just click yes, and you can see that the member has been deleted. So there will be the create new member under staff. So the top right hand corner, we can click logout, and now we're logged in as an admin. So very clear, click admin, once again key in the admin1 credentials, password, and just click the login button. And very similar to that of the staff use cases, top right hand corner you can see they are logged in as admin1@gmail.com. At the left hand side over the main menu, you can see that almost all of them have the same use cases, except for over here we have two new additional use cases, which are view all admin and view all staff, which makes more sense as admin will have more privileges than a staff member and can create an update in the admin row, create an update in staff row. So first of all, view all members will be the same as just the staff member. So what the staff can see for view all members, admin will be able to see as well. So over here, so earlier we have created a new user. So over here we can see that the table has been updated accordingly as well. We've deleted Mary Tan and the table has been updated accordingly as well too. So under view all admin, if you wish to create a new admin, likewise very similar to that for staff member creation process, you can just click member 3, admin 3 for example, password admin3@gmail.com. Likewise, the profile picture we can choose to leave it blank or you can choose to upload a file. So at the clear button and create new admin, over here we can see the admin 3 has been created successfully with a blank profile picture image. So very similar to that for view all members, we can once again update. So for example, we want to change the username to admin4. Password, we want to have a new password. Email, we want to update to admin4. Just click the update admin button, you can see that the admin details have been updated accordingly. So if you wish to delete the admin, once again you'll be prompted. Just click the yes button, you can see the admin4 has been deleted. So under view all staff members, very similarly, you can see that all the staff members are shown over here. If you want to search for a staff ID, username, likewise you can do it the same, and search all fields as enter keyword over here. So once again, if you create a new staff member, for example, we want to name it as staff3, password, staff3@gmail.com. Profile picture, likewise you can choose to leave it blank. So just create a new staff, and you can see that the staff has been created successfully over here. So once again, if you wish to edit the details, very similar to that of admin, you want to name it to staff 4 with a new password. Staff 4 will be over here. Just click update staff button, and you can see that the staff details have been updated accordingly as well, successfully. And once again, if you want to delete the staff, you can just click the trash button icon. Once again, you can see that staff has been deleted. So if you're done with all the other use cases, you can just click logout and we brought back to the homepage of the staff management. So this will bring in an end to the staff and admin CRUD use cases. Moving on to the Ionic app for members. So this is the main sign-in page for PokeStop. So over here, the email, we'll just use the default, which is johngo@gmail.com. And the password, we'll just key in password. So there's this button you can click to see what password you've keyed in, and you can click it again to see that there will be no password. Clear button will just clear all fields likewise, and so I'll just have to key it in again, johngo@gmail.com, password. Once you're done keying it, you just click the login button. Have a successful account register, you'll be brought to the home page. So over here, you can see the home page for the shop. You can see over here, you can see the cart. Shopping cart is empty, you have all of this. So once again, if you want to log out, you log out and you'll be brought back here. So in the case that you're not a registered member, for sign in, you wish to create an account with PokeStop, you just click register, and over here, be brought to the sign up page. So for example, you have a new username, password, we'll just click this, and similar to that for the sign in page, you can just click the eye icon to see what password you've keyed in. Email will be, for example, new username @gmail.com. Shipping address will just be something like this, S12345. And if you click the register button, you have this successful message popped out over here, new member, new username, created successfully, proceed to login page. So if you want to proceed to login page, just click the back button over here, and we brought to the login page over here. So for example, if you want to log in with the new email account that you've just registered, you can do so over here. And that will bring an end to my demo.
I'm Hui Xuan, and I'll be showing you the admin product management portion in the web application as well as the mobile application that will be used by the customers to show you the entire ordering process from adding item to their cart to order history. Admin can view the product categories by clicking on View All Categories, and it will show all the categories that is currently available. Let's say if I want to add a new product category, I can easily do so by clicking on Add Category, enter the category name, and click on Create. Once created, admin can also edit or delete categories from here. If let's say the admin would like to delete a category, and if the products are tied to this specific category, an alert box will be prompted to let them know that they cannot delete this category. And if the category is not tied to any products, they can delete it just like this. Yes. And it will be deleted. So let's say there's a new product that's being released. Admin can click on View All Products and click on Add Product button to add a new product. Enter the product description, the price, as well as uploading a product image. Enter the quantity available as well as choosing the category and click on Create. Admin can also edit the product details by clicking on the pencil icon, change the details, and click on Update. And now to the mobile application, I'll log in as John. And let's say John is a Pikachu fan and like to purchase some items. He can do so by searching in the search box. John can directly add the item into his cart by clicking on the plus icon When he clicks on the cart icon, it will show all the items added to the cart, and you can see that the product that we just added is displayed here with the quantity 1. Or click on the item to view the product details and add the item to his cart. John decided to add 3 more of the same products to his cart, and you can see that the total quantity of his cart is updated to 4. Let's say John is looking for some cart sleeves. He can filter the products by category, and it will show all the cart sleeves available. You can see that the subtotal of the cart is dynamically updated when the quantity changes. Let's say John decided to remove one of the cart sleeve. He can click on the minus icon, and it will ask if you want to remove this product, and click on yes, and it will be removed from the cart. And now John is happy with his items and would like to continue his checkout process. He can click on go to checkout, and it will go to the checkout details page where it would show the order summary as well as the payment options for John to choose his preferred payment. John decided to go with PayPal. He can click on checkout, and it will direct him to PayPal to complete his checkout process. Our app is integrated with PayPal payment services to provide our customers with a seamless payment transaction. The payment amount reflected here is the same as the order amount during the checkout process. John will now proceed to complete the transaction on PayPal. Click on confirm and pay, and it will be redirected to the PokeStop app. So you can see that this order has been created, and view the details such as the product name, price, and quantity for each of the product he purchased. Payment details and shipping address can also be seen from this page. He can also filter his order by order status by clicking on this. Click on pending, and it will show all pending orders. Click on all, and it will show all orders made by John. Let's say John has already received his item. He can click on the specific order, click on order received, confirm, and the order status will be updated to delivered. So if John tries to filter the order by pending status, there will be no orders shown. So that's the end of the ordering process.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'll be walking you through the use cases of the collection portion of PokeStop. Here in the staff portal, the staff is able to view all the available generations, as well as the sets that belong to each generation. Through the customer portal, the customer is also able to view all the generations in their respective sets. Now let's create a generation. Select the photo for the generation, upload, and create. The staff will now be able to view this new generation within the View All Generations tab. Through the customer portal, they are also able to view the new generation. Now let's update a generation. Let's give the generation a new name. Update. In the customer portal, the name of the generation is also updated. In the staff portal, they'll also be able to view all sets available and see which generation the sets belong to. Let's create a new set. Upload the image, pick a release date, and then choose which generation the set belongs to. We can then view it in all sets. You can also see back in all generations. The set is now available under the generation. In the customer portal, you can also see that there's a new set underneath the new generation. Within each set, the staff is also able to view which cards are inside of them. For example, this set has 2 cards, and so does this one. In the customer portal, they can tap on the set to view this information. Finally, under the Card Management tab, the staff is able to view all cards available in the database. Clicking on the pencil icon will also allow the staff to update the card. Let's try creating a new card. You can put in a card number, choose a name, select the rarity, and the element, as well as a picture. Upload the picture, and choose the set in which it comes from, and then create a new card. This card will now appear here. In the customer portal, this new card can then be viewed under its respective set. Now, in the customer portal, the user can also keep track of his collection. If a card was sold or is given away, it can be removed from the collection by clicking on the Remove button. While the user is browsing the collection, he can add the card back. Similarly, in the wish list section, it keeps track of the cards the user wants. To add to the wish list, simply click the wish list button. The respective buttons will only appear if they are missing from that list.
Hello, I'm Ivan, and I'll be going through the use cases for listings in the PokeStop app. Firstly, we'll be looking through the use cases for the Ionic portion of the app. Here, we can see all available public listings, and we can also search for the public listings through the search bar here. So if we want to get the Pokemon gym back, we can type back, and it will show all related names to what we have typed in the search bar. Following which, we can also look at details of a specific listing in the app here as shown, and we can go back to the main page of the public listings. For a member's own listing, there's a page where we can go to look at all the listings shown here. They are separated into 3 types based on their listing status: unsold, sold, and blocked. Here is a general view of all my listings. For each listing, I can go click on the listing and look at the details of the listing. Here you can see that for this listing that is unsold, we can mark the listing as sold, edit listing, and delete listing, which I'll be going through later. So let's first create a listing. Here we can type any listing name. I'll use test, and we can leave the picture link blank. For description, I'll write test description. The listing price, I'll put $1, and I'll create. Here you can see that the listing with ID 103 has been created successfully, and when we go back, it will be reflected here. For the next use case, we can mark the listing as sold, and we can see that it has been updated in the main page. It's marked as sold now, and when I click to the listing, it will show me the description and what it looks like. So let's go ahead and create another listing called test 2. Listing price I'll set to $2. I'll create. Creation done. Now let's say I want to update the details of the listing. I can click on edit listing, and I'll be brought to a page with all the current details of the listing. I can upgrade whatever I want to change. Like I want to change test 22, the test 22 description, complete price. I want to change to $22. I click on update. You'll see that listing 104 is updated successfully. When I go back to the main page, it will be reflected. Okay, and now let's move on to the deletion. I have this listing test 22. Let's say I want to delete it. I click on this delete listing, and it will say that my test 22 has been deleted successfully. Let's go back, and it's reflected here. It's deleted. Similar for test. I can click on delete listing. It will show that the listing has been deleted, and it's reflected here. Now I'll create a test listing here to show some use cases for the JSF part of the application. Let's go back. Okay. So this concludes the Ionic portion of the use cases run through for our program PokeStop. I'll now be moving to the JSF portion of the run through. For the JSF portion, let's first log in. Okay, so here we are currently logged in as an admin. So I'll run through the use cases for the listing in the JSF portion now. Here we can see, when we click on listing management, we can see the full list of all current listings on the application. Here you can search the listing keywords by whatever you want to search. Let's say you want to search booster pack. It will show all listings with the relevant word inside. You can sort by listing ID, sort by listing name, listing price, listing status. Here comes the first use case, which is here comes the next use case, which is viewing a listing description. When you click on the eye icon, we can look at the listing description with all the relevant details. Now, let's say I want to block a listing as an admin or staff. Here is my next use case, which is blocking the listing. When I click on the block icon, it will say that listing with the relevant ID status has been set to block. And here we can see that it's reflected here. The test is set to block. Now for all block listings, we can unblock them with the relevant button. It will change to allow you to unblock. So when you click on this button, it will show that the listing is unblocked and is reflected in the UI. Now for the final use case of deleting the listing, you can use this trash can symbol. We click it, it will prompt us to check whether we really want to delete the listing. We click on yes, and it will show that the listing has been deleted successfully. It's reflected in the UI too. This is also reflected in the Ionic portion, as we can see here. The listing is gone because the listing is removed in the database. This concludes my demonstration for the listing portion of the PokeStop app.